sometimes you want your lens characteristics to match in the virtual world as well. Now, here's the thing. This is not a thing if you're doing LED virtual production. When you do LED virtual production, you don't have to digitally composite your actual action and talent with a virtual background. The virtual background is actually presented on an LED wall in real life behind your talent. What does that mean? That means that whatever your characteristics are on your lens, whether you have a certain level of stretch, breathing of the lens, the way it zooms, the way it focuses, even anamorphic, stretched, and so on, all of those characteristics will be baked in camera because your background is seen by the camera in camera. You don't have to take the signal out of the camera, and you only have your foreground, your talent, and your action, and then you have to replace the background with a virtual background. When you're dealing with LED panels, whatever fancy, creative lens with its characteristics you can replicate that. You basically render the background the same. So you can basically output on that LED wall a very boring, straight lines, perfect kind of like shapes, and boring picture, because your camera will distort and will apply the personality of the lens in real time. With green screen, that's when things become a bit more complicated. You know, it is what it is, a trade-off. If you wanna not deal with this, you have two options: shed a ton of money into an LED panel, like an LED volume, which most of you watching this will probably not do. Or second, just completely ignore the fact that, let's say, the background looks a bit too clinical when you're doing green screen, because that's what it is, right? The more clinical your background looks, the more unreal, the more not realistic it will look. Especially when you do things where, let's say, your lens has your wider angle, your lens has a certain way of stretching the edges, and you have props on your set. Let's say you don't only have your talent in the middle, you also have props. You have a table here on the edge, you have some stuff, and we'll show you some examples with a fashion type of client shoot that we had where the entire set was populated with clothing and so on. If you have a lot of props on your green screen that reaches across, and you have a wide angle lens that has certain stretching characteristics, they will not fully match with the same focal length in Unreal Engine, because every single lens stretches differently at focal lengths. So then you're going to start seeing a bit of inconsistencies where, let's say, maybe the edge of the frame in Unreal Engine in the background looks a bit more straight, whereas the edge of the frame, let's say with a table at the edge of the frame that's real, that's in the foreground, stretches a bit different. So that inconsistency of kind of like leading lines and horizon lines is what can and will break your immersion. But that's just for the static shots, right? If you don't want to deal with lens profile and basically creating a digital twin of your lens, then stay away from having a lot of props on set and having those props spread across the picture, because again, you might see inconsistencies in terms of the horizon, in terms of the leading lines towards the edge of the screen, and so on.